Hello, YouTube, and everybody else out there that's possibly listening to the audio version of this podcast.
What up, world?
We are the Takeovers, and we are in our second episode of season 6. And if you missed last week, definitely you guys can go back and watch it. It's a recorded video on YouTube, but also you can catch the audio on the sofa, Pillow Talk, wherever you listen to your podcast. Definitely subscribe, follow. Um, I miss anything, boo?
No. Tonight's earring brought to you by Lady Illustrator Designs. Moi.
Who made them?
Me.
What you did, girl? Shoot, hey. Mm.
Accentuates the look for the night. So we got on our black.
Which we're gonna get some matching custom. We ain't gonna try to. We're gonna get some matching custom.
We have our little snack for tonight. For those
So
that can see
a
it.
fruit
bowl.
charcuterie bowl,
It's,
not board.
wow,
Charcuterie bowl.
Why you say
Charcuterie bowl.
caricature bowl?
A charcuterie bowl. So if you missed our last week episode, we were just basically like a brief introduction of the new season. It was just really bantering. It wasn't like a full-on, full-fledged. What up, Reese? It wasn't a full-fledged episode. You know, we just
I think
talking.
it did just like 30 minutes.
Yeah, 28 minutes maybe. But so when we first started talking, did you order this?
You did.
I ordered. Okay, so you can see,
we ordered the book.
I do. It's my marriage workbook for engaged couples. We were not engaged whatsoever, even though I told her she was my wife.
To him, we were.
Yeah, has always been my wife.
All in ahead of time.
Always been my wife. The first time I laid eyes on her, I knew it.
And I knew nothing else.
So there were some questions in the very beginning of the book. It says relationship ground rules. Having to follow rules probably doesn't sound like a fun way to start a life together, but there are rules for just about.
I'm in charge.
There's rules about everything when we really think about it. Some of them are just common sense or common courtesy, and that's a lot like these suggested rules. It's essential that you both agree to follow the relationship rules you establish together. You can start with these, modify them as you see fit, and add a few of your own.
All right, prior to reading that, do we even have any rules?
I think we had a couple.
We did. We called them deal breakers.
We had some. We had a couple deal breakers.
I guess that could be rules. Things that were like broken that required punishment. We didn't establish we didn't establish any kind of punishment.
I don't remember no punishment, man.
These consequences and repercussions, as your boy would say. You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember no.
No cheating, no arguing.
No
arguing was our like biggest one.
Top number
regardless of the cheating part. But no arguing was like.
Not saying that we
anticipated getting together
and cheating on each other, but no, it's just arguing is like why? For what?
Yeah. It's kind of pointless. Yeah. No arguing was a no. I definitely had experienced enough of that throughout my childhood and adulthood and being married. I was done with it. I wasn't gonna do it. Yeah. I didn't really do it. I shut down a lot. I didn't want to keep getting to the point where I had to keep shutting down in life.
Okay.
So that was our biggest rule.
I didn't get shut down. I got put down.
Oh wow.
It's more or less because, matter of fact, on the radio show earlier today, our boss, Deshaun, she said that she know how to cut with her mouth. Y'all ladies, y'all are really, that tongue is like a sword and stuff. So yeah, I found myself dating and being in a relationship with women that, cut the cow walking piss out. Yeah.
That is definitely something that we work on.
You got some.
We are working.
Yeah. You got some. You got some.
I tend to think. I mean, oh wow, you throwing grapes at me?
I try to touch the basket.
You
They
know
won't
what?
go in.
That's stop being bad.
Well, yeah. So we read these rules. We went through this whole book.
And by the way, not to point it out or push on,
Oh,
but you
what?
did really good reading that. I don't know what you had going on earlier when you were reading the announcements on the radio show, but yeah,
Because I was trying to be.
flamboyant,
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. It didn't work out.
No,
Wow.
you have a really good radio voice anyway, naturally. So just
Dang.
read it in your natural voice next time.
Just pull the band-aid off.
I
Huh?
kind of
You shook your
I
head.
heard the comment, but I was like, well, dang, she had to do my boo like that. But without reading paper, like you speak very intelligent. I was gonna get clap back at her, but I typing my paper. I ain't had time to. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I
In
got
the
you.
background.
Yeah. I'm on your side.
All
I'm
right.
on your team.
So yeah, we went through this book, right? Went through it. It was funny because it goes across. You should
I
order
don't
it.
even think we went through the whole book.
Yeah, we finished the whole book. Yeah, we finished the whole book.
Really?
Yeah, some of the stuff we didn't write in it, but we did finish the whole book.
Oh, what happened to our journal that we had?
What you-
Oh, we had a couple of journals. We had a journal that we were writing in, and then we were doing some kind of weekly thing we started at the beginning of the year.
I did do my weekly thing. You just hadn't done it.
When when your last entry? You been doing yours every week?
I stopped because you didn't do the.
Stop when I stop. My entry the last one in there. So yep. Nope.
You ain't tell me that. You ain't tell me that.
I had to tell you. You should have read it.
Hey, rewind right quick.
No, don't reverse. No. So, some of the rules in this book on this page are as follows. First one, it says we promise to treat each other with respect. That we definitely did establish first, as well, because it was definitely a matter of I want to be your friend first before we go diving up into a relationship to make sure this is what we want, to make sure we even understand each other on a particular level.
Right.
We if we feel disrespected, we will ask our partner for a different approach. Now, I don't think we asked. Can you?
I was just trying to see what's green. So.
Oh yeah,
it's green.
So, asking the partner for a different approach. Yeah, we just really just kind of acknowledge. I don't think we just acknowledge. Okay, you said something that kind of hurt or disrespected me earlier.
I say at the very beginning it was kind of dicey because we were still trying to fill it out and trying to and just me. So I was more tiptoeing than anything.
We worked hard to respect each other,
right,
and remain respectful. So. 2, we will set the time for each other daily to catch up on our lives. Now, we did vow to do that in the very beginning. We started out doing it. We stopped doing it. Then we did our Marriedpreneur coaching this year. Shout out to the Marriedpreneur coaches, the Buckleys. They're amazing. And it's been touch and go. I think we let life kind of get in the way sometimes instead of stopping and saying, all right. And for me, I do like saying, hey, what are we doing today? Hey, how are we doing? What's our plan of action for today? It kind of helps me get my mind prepared for what's ahead of me. You know what I'm saying?
And you know that marriagepreneur thing was pretty much that. It wanted to make us focus on the marriage versus business first. And I think because house mode kind of kicked us into money.
We've neglected ourselves again.
Yeah. I in house mode, trying to get a house. So I think that pretty much just like you said, put us in. We can wait. Once we get a house, you know what I'm saying, we can we'll catch up.
But again, like they say, discipline starts.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe that's what's kind of been like my phone. And here this past week, I like mentally, seriously been tired, drained. It's just been running.
Honestly, I guess since we said I do, it's been a bit of a struggle. the third one was we will not let unfinished arguments linger after a pause. We will follow up with each other to resolve feelings. Um,
We talked
I
about
think we pause first when
majority
we
of the time.
feel like
I know
we
I
feel
do.
tension.
Because I don't be want to say the
Hmm.
wrong thing.
Yeah, and I'm investigative. I like to go back, reassess everything, kind of try to look over everything, and then come up with a plan of attack. Nah, I shouldn't say that. That's
Plan of
that's,
attack. A plan of
that
attack.
doesn't sound
A plan of
a
attack.
plan
You
of
said it right. A plan of
action
attack. Yeah.
to so
Uh-huh.
that both of us can have good safe grounds to say what we feel and need to get off our chest without disrespecting each other, without
Or arguing.
violating rule number one.
Right.
I feel like if we set the time aside to communicate daily, follow that rule, I think we'll have less time for argument.
Yeah.
Because as we
But
said,
again, we don't
arguing was
argue.
like one of the things that we said we were not going to do.
And I think we've held that up since the very beginning. We
Yeah,
don't argue.
argument is definitely a horrible miscommunication with an over the top emotional response
And if
that is absolutely unnecessary.
anybody that sits and tell you that a relationship has to have an argument and it's not a relationship if you ain't arguing, something wrong with them. Because again,
That's not normal.
it's not normal. Having yes, even a heated
Well, I ain't gonna
conversation
say
is
that, but
still if it's too heated, I feel like that's unnecessary.
yeah,
Like I shouldn't want to have to put my hands on you. You shouldn't have to want to put your hands on me. But people
yeah,
do it.
not like that. You
Yeah.
know.
Oh, you want the other hands, huh? Mhm. Bounce chicka wow wow.
Yeah, we can lay hands like that, but not the mother kind of laying a hand.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm too pretty for that. Nobody got
Gorgeous.
time. We commit to being honest with each other. Now he probably feel like I'm too honest.
You honest?
Huh? Oh, I'm deceptive.
I didn't say that neither. No, I'm like, no, why would I think you're too honest?
Oh, well, maybe I'm too blunt with my honesty.
Huh.
Sometimes, no.
Hmm.
Okay.
No, but I still,
Yeah,
I'm first to sit up here
I
and
do
say
feel
that
like we are
you
pretty.
still hide yourself.
I haven't. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're gonna have to have a whole conversation about that. Too
Yeah.
here lately. You've been mentioning it a lot, and
Yeah. It's okay.
it's not really an argument, but I do
Mm-mm.
think we're gonna have a
We're
fair
gonna have to
fight.
have a fair fight for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Later on tonight.
No, definitely not.
Oh, you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. Because you need to present your case first,
Fair fight.
and then I need to counter the case, and then we
Yeah.
need to come up with a compromise.
Fair fight.
You talking about doing something? Oh my god. Anyways, we allow each other to change and grow. Definitely something that you do on a daily basis. You
I want you to grow.
definitely work and leave room for. All right, we're growing and changing. Let's be gentle and kind with each other and understanding of
Definitely, I was so proud of you.
what you talking about.
Especially after I saw you in that little place picking that clothes out. Oh, I'm working. That was like cool. I had to step back. Let me go ahead and let my boo do her boo thing. Boo booing. My boo was booing. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
the most unique interview process I've ever been through. So.
Cool. But I, like knocked you off your feet. Kind of not knocked you off your feet, but caught you off guard
No,
somewhat.
never kicked me with my pants down. I was ready. It was to me. I took it as, all right, it's an assignment. I can pull this assignment through. I asked a few questions to find out what I needed to do, and I just went. I'm shopping for myself. If I were in this position, what would I wear? What would I put on? What would I find presentable or okay? And I went for it.
I'm proud of you, regardless.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, that was super. All right. We will honor the aspects of our privacy we have agreed upon. Mm.
What privacy we agreed upon?
Now, in the beginning, we did have issue with that. No, I don't think so much.
We had an issue with that at the beginning.
Privacy?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Real? Dang.
You were so trying so hard to put me on your Facebook page in the beginning when we first started out.
I hope my brother ain't listening to this.
Oh,
Get off the TikTok, bro.
And so
Put me in my place.
That was definitely something we had to work on. But I feel like now we're in a much better place where we do allow each other that level of privacy amongst each other. There you go. You got it. Cool. I don't think we necessarily agreed to a particular level of privacy, but
I think it's an unspoken thing. Like the other, like I just did a video the other day, and you was like, really? "Don't put that on it." And I ain't put it on there.
Oh yeah. So I guess we do kind of work on that daily.
What else? Don't put that on there.
Oh yeah. The last one was we will not put each other down in public. I am. Woo! It eats my craw.
Well, boy, woo! Do not do that.
To see a couple arguing in public,
bruh.
Right?
I got pent up.
I get it.
I got pent up public frustration.
Like, which is why I'm glad we do the fair fight and we kind of like work together to make sure we are both on the same page and kind of just. We probably arrive home in the car in silence before we lash out at each other in the open.
I've been doing it in public.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Cause I've had that happen to me so many times. Again, I have pent up frustration that the next person to do that, I don't think is gonna be pretty. So.
But that means you haven't grown or healed from those.
I have.
You have now.
I have grown, but still, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be violent, but it ain't gonna be pretty.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just saying, bro. Cause like, don't embarrass me like that. Especially if I ain't did nothing. That's one thing. Now, if you catch me cheating, you catch me with my drawers down, ain't nothing I can say. But if it's vice versa, I don't caught you doing something or whatever, and then you trying to show out and all that stuff. Yeah. Cause
we did have a semi-public spat, but I didn't put you down in public.
Oh, you talking about Walmart? Oh wait, is another one?
I'm talking about recent in Jacksonville.
In Jacksonville?
Yeah, that could have been a moment where I would say
the situation at Walmart would.
Situation at Walmart? What are you talking about?
When I was in the store, and you went outside, and you came in, and you saw me because I was looking for you, and you were looking for me, and I told you I was at a certain area. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I was coming in because you was either getting off or coming out the store or something like that. And you came in and you kind of yelled at me. And I shut down because, don't one of the moments where, I know damn well. But before I say something, let me figure this out. And see, you don't forgot. I said, is that a rule, ground rule? Stop forgetting shit. Stop forgetting shit. Never forget shit that's going on in a relationship. All right. You see that rule? Reading the maid.
That is not written on that line.
Oh, bitch, call we too loud for you?
No, he is knocked out. But why is he sleeping like that?
We got a new dog, and
his head turned to the side, both his hands in the air.
He's weird. But so again, I advise courting. This is what I do is about courting. This episode is pretty much basically
it's in depth. It goes into
hey JJ son.
It goes into
it's got
a couple check-ins. I mean, spending versus saving. Do you know which one you are?
It talks about your family.
Do you want kids? Religion?
Do you want kids?
Intimacy?
Do you want kids? This is a question that people do not ask at all at the very beginning of a relationship when you're courting, and then you wait 6-7 years.
It's a whole chapter on children.
You wait, and then
I can honestly say I think we mutually agreed that no kids.
We did not mutually agree. No kids. I'm on the fence. I said if we don't have no kids, we don't have no kids. If we have a child, we have a child. It don't bother me.
We are not having any
You
children.
said
I do
you
not want no children.
you said we want to have.
No.
She said either I was have a.
I'm the boss when it comes to that.
She
My
said
foot is down.
she said either a child or a dog, and so
We got a
we got a
dog.
dog.
So we have a son.
Yeah,
Son.
better.
You should follow him. Biscoff the Doodle, the Golden Doodle on
Oh yeah.
Instagram.
Hey, I can't.
He's the cutest.
Biscoff, golden doodle.
Oh my god.
Biscoff, like the cookie.
Like yeah, Biscoff like the lotus cookie butter.
Is it THE?
The Golden Doodle.
Golden doodle.
Oh, you're rich struggling over here.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Whew.
Got a lot of pictures I need to load up and put on there that I haven't.
I'm telling you, this book.
It's amazing. We definitely are going to. Well, I think we did the whole book.
We
So
did do the whole
I
book.
mean, we kind of know each other, the ins and outs.
What was that?
Oh, it asks detailed questions like whether or not you want your kid homeschooled, if you had a kid, private school, like what kind of after school programs, what if religion, and it just goes into so
And it has
much
it's an activity book too.
careers,
You have to do it together. Ooh, what's that? Parent? What's that? Oh, this
work,
This work.
pink pages,
Family
family
and
and
friends.
friends.
That was the one. Was that had anything to do about your parents?
Yep, your parents is down there. And this chapter was beliefs and values. So yeah, it goes over everything. There's a book. This is the handbook, the workbook. And there's a book written by Jim Walk Up and LMFT, whatever that is. I think that's the group or somebody that helped him illustrate and organize it. But yeah, it's not sponsored or anything. But
Yeah, this is not
it's
fun.
a
It's a
good
great.
tool that we added in to, make sure we understood each other, got to know each other,
And we
knew
did it
what
while we was friends.
did and didn't want.
Yeah. So it really kind of, I think it created
A good foundation.
a good foundation. It's something that I honestly feel that a lot of people when they start getting into a relationship, they don't create that foundation, and so nothing is established. They have the frame for the house, and then they go put it on some muddy, unstable grounds, and then they're trying to figure out.
Or they try and start building before the concrete set.
That too. Yeah. So then it starts cracking, and
Oh, but you didn't tell me that from the beginning.
right.
Yeah, you definitely were the king of all or nothing at all.
I told you though. I said, hey,
He
bro,
was definitely an all inner.
I need to get. Let me.
Now that we're married, has anything majorly changed for you? That would make you regret your decision?
What, Mariam?
Yeah.
Girl.
It's an interview question, sir.
Really? I'll do it all over again. Even the hard, the
Even
playing hard to get,
What? Oh my God.
playing hard to get. I tell women a lot of times, don't allow a man to just sit and soak in not knowing what this person means. Not my wife, this is my wife, but the woman that's next to you in a relationship. I get it. You know, you like, hey, we've been together for 20 years. Why fix something that ain't broke or whatever? I'm in so many ways, I'm kind of a common law marriage type person, but I do know that the law, especially in the county and the state that we're in, you gotta sign a paper. And that's cool with me too, which I didn't have a problem with that. But commitment wise, I knew I wanted to be committed to her, but then I also knew that I had to go through stages. And those stages is courting her and asking questions and figuring out what her dreams were. I knew what one of her main dreams was at the very beginning when we were not even friends yet. So this is stuff that we're not doing. You know, and I get um the anxiousness for having sex, one night stands type thing. But if you're really seriously wanting to try to get to know somebody, take the time to get to know them. And you'll be very surprised that there's a chance that it may just take a week before you really unpack who that person is or that person unpacks who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, did for me, you already know it was love at first sight type thing. Um and yes, I would if I had to do it all over again, I would, even the same way that we went through doing it. Because I like where we are right now. Actually, I love where we are right now. So the question is for you now, madam. What about you?
No, I wouldn't change anything. I'm definitely satisfied with the results. Why are you looking at me? I just was in the beginning. There was nothing wrong with me doubting or just saying, "Oh, I don't know you like that. Let me get to know you first." And that's really just what I was saying.
Or,
Hey, can we slow down a little bit? I know God gave you this wonderful vision or a beam of light shot out from around me when you looked at me, but I wasn't seeing the same thing you were seeing.
and that I say, well, my patient came in like, and I think people get turned away from, oh well, since you can't see what I'm trying to give you, then I'm just going to go my separate way. And I don't think that was fair to her because I also had to understand where she was coming from. Again, that's
And it
something we don't
wasn't
do.
that I didn't want to be with somebody. I wanted to be with somebody,
Right.
but I didn't want to keep going through the same process that I was going
Beating
through
a dead horse.
already. You know what I'm saying?
Beating a dead horse.
I was coming out of something and coming out of something and then trying to get back into something else. Like I had to make sure I was okay with the decisions that I was making.
Right.
So really didn't have anything to do with him, and I did let him know, hey, give me a minute. And he just happened to be patient and consistent and sure. And so he was like, I'm gonna wait. So that's what he did. He waited, he was patient, he was persistent, and we put in the work and we did what we,
Oh,
had
what
to
that
do to
word
get
you
it
just
what
said?
persistent.
And the other word? But keep going.
Consistent,
Go again.
patient.
Nope. The other word.
I don't know, rewind it back when we get done.
Work. Work.
Oh.
Marriage
He definitely put in
is
the
work.
work.
We had someone.
No, relationships are work.
Yeah.
Even a friendship is even the basics of calling to check in. Okay, yeah, you don't have to check in every day, all
Right.
the time, but at least having that discipline to stop long enough and say, hey,
Ooh, thanks
checking
for
in
the
to make sure
rose,
you're okay.
Miss Lady Logan.
And make sure that y'all that the relationship is on the same page or going in the direction that everybody hopes for it to go in.
Right. Right. So we had a comment on our YouTube channel. Miss Warren says her husband played hard to get. Man, please. What, girl?
I feel like in most cases, somebody playing hard to get from the beginning, and the other one is like, "Hey, yo, let's go."
Say this out.
I would say that given the couples that we have dealt with or interviewed in the past,
Yes, we
most
do interview couples,
of
guys.
them have said, "I want him" or "I want her," and the other
The
person
person's
is
like,
like, "What?
man.
You don't even know me. I ain't
Yeah.
never met you, or you're
Yeah.
cute and all, but how you know you might even my type,
Right. Right. Okay.
So yeah, it happens. And again, we most of the time we meet people at work in passing, at the grocery store. So if you're out there looking for somebody, you got to get outside. You can't say I do from home.
You know, I'm glad you said that. You cannot say I do from, and you have a lot of women that are like,
God
he
gonna
gonna
bring it to
God
you.
gonna bring him to me, unless your man or your partner, because folks go different other ways. Um, if your partner is a plumber, an electrician, the cable guy, possibly your landlord, they ain't coming. Or the delivery person. So you got to go outside.
I can say you better not say the milkman.
DoorDash, he deliver milk. He deliver milk.
How long we been on? It's time to get off. You tripping.
Miss Whitney says you really heard from the Lord. Many men are deaf when it comes to God, but they tell the women, oh, they tell the woman what he said, anyways, because he has a vision. God wasn't included. Nah. It's again. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to this number 8 rule.
This non-existent rule
Never,
on this blank
never
page.
forget stuff that happens in the relationship. So she forgot
Let me
how
go back
we.
later on and find out you wrote that in my book.
She forgot. She keeps forgetting this story about how we met and stuff. So, but to make a long
It had to be
story,
some divine intervention because I did not.
I'm gonna tell you. You know, I saw her
I did not
and
recollect the actions of the events being stated below.
I saw her and the light said, ah, and you know, God told me, hey, you got a trial, you got a journey, and if you get through it, bam, you know, hey, there's your partner. And I'm like, cool beans. But she was playing hard to get, so I thought maybe it wasn't true.
I
But
wasn't playing
I
hard to
stood
get.
fast. I stood fast.
I was in a healing journey.
Me
I
too.
was going through some things.
Me too.
No, you had already read your little book. You done your celibacy. I wasn't doing all that. Damn.
Oh, I squirted on you.
It's the choice of words for me. Oh my god. Don't choke on the grape. Oh, poor baby.
I got
Alright.
it. All right.
You see this time to end the show too. You just cut it up. But yeah. Oh, love you too, cousin.
Oh my goodness.
See that Johnny? See how he be acting? I tell you. You
Whatever.
have to watch him.
Anyway.
But yeah, we I think we have been following the rules.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any new rules we need to add. Keep it short, simple. You know, I feel like our top three. Oh well, our marriage board is downstairs. Can I remember off the top of my head what we got on there?
Uh-uh.
Honesty, resilience. Something else I can't remember. We should have that memorized.
And lots of sex. Lots of sex.
Oh God, what he said. I guess that works too. Um,
Sometimes.
I was
Sometimes.
gonna say we.
Sometimes. Sometimes sex.
For some old people, we I guess we have a pretty active life.
Who old?
Oh, okay.
Girl, I'm young.
Oh, at heart.
Yeah. These these wisdom streams.
Oh my god, not the wisdom
These
string.
wisdom streams.
Oh goodness.
Wisdom streams. But listen, if you wanna take anything from this episode, I would say don't be scared to ask hard questions. And again, these are simple questions, but they are hard only because people feel that, and I'm gonna say people, because a high percentage of people feel that you have to wait till you get married before, or just
If he'd
two,
have
three
waited till
years
we
in.
got married, it probably wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. Or well, you can't say we waited till got married because we were getting married. You just said if I would have waited until we got
If you
married, it
would have
wouldn't have happened.
waited till we got married to open up to me, to be honest, and to do these activities and things, it would have definitely been like,
Oh, you want to do it after we got married? Um, well, you really, you was kind of skeptical about doing
I
it
was.
when we first.
Because I was like, oh, we just friends. It ain't. And then I was
Shit, you know
like,
what? Again, she is
I was
so.
like, okay, well, we in a relationship. We are sexually active at this point. Well, where we know? I don't know.
Yeah,
When we got this book? Yeah,
yeah,
okay, yeah, we were.
yeah.
Yeah, we had already jumped the
Yeah,
broom.
that jumped the broom and whatnot. COVID did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID did that.
COVID didn't do that. You just took advantage of me in the situation that I was in. See that? I just thought about that. Oh, what you saying, Miss Whitney? Don't be scared to ask a hard question. That's definitely true. That's what this book definitely does for us. It was, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking for a stud, go buy a stud finder. You know what I'm saying? Don't try and just go across with a hammer knocking on the wall thinking you're gonna find what you're looking for.
Did you really just say that?
Did I say what now? Sorry.
Let me go back to question number 8.
Oh
Did
my god.
you forget?
What did I say?
Yes,
Everything is triggering to you right
yeah,
now.
COVID did not. I did not bamboozle you.
Prior to COVID, you were already saying, "Oh, you my wife, you my wife, you my wife."
That was not bamboozle. You know what they say? You talk it into existence. And
We
God
did do
said,
this book before 2020. We should have wrote the date in the inside this book.
you can look
Did
on
we write the
Amazon to
date?
see when you bought it.
I didn't buy it. You bought it.
Oh yeah, I got it from I did get it from my
Amazing.
Amazon.
You bought it from Amazing.
Amazon. Yeah, I got it
Amazing.
from Amazon.
Amazing.
Amazon. Uh,
Yeah. So this has been.
Amazon.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask the hard questions. This book definitely made sure it got into discussions about the past and
Past
the
and the present.
present. It helped
Marriage
us learn how
myths.
to strengthen our commitment to each other. Myths about marriage.
Marriage couples should know what the other person needs without having to ask or tell them. That is a myth, god darn it.
I'm gonna be real with you. I am not a doggone mind reader. If your toe hurting and you don't tell me your toe hurting, I don't know your
Oh,
toe
I
hurting.
can't stand. And yes, I'm saying it. Women come after me. Yes, I
What?
can't stand when women say, "Oh, a man should know how to love me." How, Sway? Like how? You ain't telling me nothing. And you know,
Honest. That's honest. Now, had I not told you, oh well, we should be friends first before we get together, you probably would have been like, oh okay, well, we good. We just going into this thing and do what it do.
yeah,
Because 95% of the time, most men feel like, oh, we done had sex. We didn't, it was understood. Don't need to be explained.
but we didn't have sex before we became friends.
No, we didn't. We were friends first.
Because I had already established and told you about that too.
We had to learn to be okay with the hard answers. Now,
Yes.
yes, ask the
Yes.
hard questions and be okay with the answers. Because we had to understand that we were from different backgrounds, we
Yep.
grew up different,
Yep.
and we had been treated and manipulated differently,
But similar,
similarly
yeah, I was just gonna say similar, but
in
yeah.
our previous marriages. And it also kind of altered how we looked at love or decided that we wanted to, be in love in the future going forward. It definitely was something we had to work towards.
What do you think about a female that cheats on you on Valentine's Day? I was with her for 5 years and she was with him for 2 years cheating. Cheating in general. Just
It's an option. It's a decision,
yeah.
a deliberate decision. And 2 years, that's way too long. It definitely was something that you should have taken time to say, it's a couple of red flags going on here. I ain't
You
getting what I need out of this.
you have to
You're
treat
not getting what
yourself.
you need.
You're not treating yourself worth your value.
Let's be honest and say, hey, I'm getting what I want,
I'm worth more than
or
this.
I ain't getting what I
You know,
want, and we got to figure out something that's gonna work because this ain't gonna work.
I'm not I'm not the one to say leave, but I am the one to say in a situation like that, leave.
Well, figure out what it is you want. Definitely ask the hard questions.
Ask a hard
Hey,
question.
are
Yep.
you happy with me?
Yep.
Are we okay? Are we doing the right things with each other? Like, is our commitment to each other important?
Oh, he going back to jail. Well, if you go to jail,
Well,
that's the easy way out for you.
my heart would be going to jail too.
Uh, but yeah, that
Married
psychic
people,
thing is just
oh yeah.
I don't get it. That
When
It's
a couple
confusing.
has children, they grow closer. That's definitely a myth. We have grown so much
You
closer
know,
without children.
that
And the
that
fact that we have a blended family thing going on with when it comes to the kids,
bruh,
saying because we don't have kids together. For those who don't know, I have kids and he has kids. So
don't go in talking about, oh, if I pregnate her, yeah, we gonna be together forever.
no, I learned from marriage number one. That ain't don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't, or
No,
women. Oh, if I have his baby,
he
he
gonna
gonna do
stay with
right.
me. No, mm-mm-mm-mm.
Do not. And I'm gonna say this. She comes from a previous marriage that
Mind
he
you, this guy is still present and active, so
that he
it's
doesn't have a good relationship with his kids
other
and
kids,
his other kids outside of the child that they had together. But personally,
children we have
I
together.
think it anyway. It's a reason for it. But I can sit up here and say, kinda, I have the same similar issue where I have a bad relationship with um well probably like now one of my kids, but it was damn near all of them for a brief moment. And I can sit up here and say, yes, some of it was my fault of having lack of education
Mhm.
on what a dad rights are with his kids because I started having kids early. And I'm saying all this to say, women, don't be sitting up here thinking that you can impregnate yourself with a man's sperm to have his child, and he's gonna be different than how he treats his other kids. If he ain't treating his other kids good, it is a
Mm.
small percentage that your child with this person is gonna be any better. Definitely if y'all decide to break up. A lot of women find themselves like, I didn't think he was gonna be like that. And that's again, that's like a talk with us. I talked to her about my relationship with my kids. That was like one of those things up front. This is what's going on with me and my kids. This is why me and my kids are like this. Because again, she has kids. So
We struggle through that every day.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's it's a growth in progress, learning in progress,
And it ain't even our fault, bro.
and sometimes we have to really be like,
It be the other dudes.
excuse my language,
Yeah,
the statement they say, "F them kids." Sometimes we just have to be like, bump it. We got to do something different because this is not gonna work, and just really take the time out to make sure
you better call that
we're
lady.
okay
I
at
mean,
first.
call the police on that lady. Talking about she coming
Oh
by your
no.
job.
Oh yeah, they need a restraining order,
And you need
baby.
a restraining order. Zip.
That ain't safe. We definitely have to be like, okay. Well, we are not in good mental state and health right now to be dealing with kid issues. So let's get on the same page with what we're gonna do. Talk about the situation and then work it out. So I would definitely say communicate, communicate, communicate. Even if you don't like what's being said or don't like how the situation going, because sometimes he'd be like, I don't like how you responded to the situation. And I'd be like, well, shoot, it's kind of spurred him on. I ain't really know what to do, And sometimes we kind of butt heads on that, but at the end of the day, he'll still go back and be like, you know what? Either way, it would have been probably the same thing or a different issue, even if you would have came together with a better compromise. It just we have to roll with the punches with that sometimes.
I can't say that on all in all we are. They can't stand it, but I do think that the kids are seeing that they can't get around both of us.
Mm-mm. They try.
You know,
They try.
cause you mama, I'm still considered outside. So
Mm.
I'm
They
a butter.
try.
I'm a butter my mama up. He telling me no. Let me go kiss on my mama. Hey mama,
And
I
then when they
love
figure
you.
out, oh, well, Mama said the same thing Kibble said, they'll come to me and then they go to him, and then
Mm-hmm.
they'll be like, let's just hit both of them at the same
Same time.
time.
Yep. Yeah.
So at times that makes us really test our judgment, I guess. But it
So
also makes us wonder, hmm, How do we feel in each? We have to discuss every situation. It has to be different stuff, different emotions. So, yeah.
We'll do one more. After the honeymoon period, being married will become boring.
And you have less sex than you had before the marriage after the honeymoon.
Myths. You know what? All right, so that's a good thing. I hear this a lot that the marital bliss after 2 years, marriage is gonna go to hell. It's not gonna be fun anymore. Um,
Y'all be on the lookout for us. We ain't even made it past the first year.
what?
Oh yeah, we have made it past the first year and a half now.
Let me go back to this.
Give me this
Let me go
book.
back to question number
Oh
8.
my god.
Let me go
No. But yeah, we
Man, we've been married 6 years, girl. What you talking about?
in his mind we have been married
In
for
my
6 years.
mind.
We've been married for 6 years, but
We've been
on
together.
paper we've been
We've been
together
together
6
6
years.
years. We've been married 6 years. Go. Anyway, so regardless, still, even with that, you have to count that time though, because we've been literally in the same house for the same amount of years.
Yeah, been 6 years.
Dang yeah. What is 2003? I mean
2023.
2023?
We were together in 2020.
19.
Yes,
It's
2019.
been 4 or 5 years? It's been 5 years. Huh?
I get right at
High five.
five.
About it, right at 5. Still,
Right at 5.
it's a long amount of years. So the thing is that you make me lose my train of thought. Your fault.
Rule number 8. Never forget things that happen in the marriage.
What were we talking about?
I don't know what you were talking about.
My first year. Oh yeah, first like a Sprint airline, a Spirit airline. Oh wow, good God Almighty, Spirit airline. It was that bad, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Our first year, we've been okay this first past year. Officially married, we've been okay. Again, we're still just adjusting to everyday life.
Cause my expectations is not that this is just supposed to be bliss. Again, it's work. So me going into this saying that, hey, everything ain't gonna be peaches and creams every day. So I don't have my expectations set for it to just be peaches and cream. And maybe that's what's going on with people that, hey, I'm gonna get in a marriage. Oh, we're gonna get us a house. We're gonna get this. We're gonna have a picket fence. We're gonna have the most wonderful family. And my man is never gonna cheat on me. To 2, 3 years later, the man cheat on you. You're getting a divorce. You got 9 kids. Uh, so so huh?
They got puppies or something?
Nah, no, they was busy. So I'm just saying, it gets like that though. Like I think that's what helped me. And she's fun. She's fun. But I think both of us are simple. That might make it uh easier too.
You call me something?
Baby, you just said you were simple when I asked you what you wanted to do today.
Probably when they do
So
Sorry when I do it.
oh, it's messed up when I call you simple.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. All right. So
Right, Miss Whitney. 9 kids in 2 years. Woo.
man, she was pushing them out, Miss Whitney. She was pushing them out.
That's
Oh.
beyond pushing them out. That's pushing peas at this point. Woo.
So we totally appreciate you guys.
Any questions or anybody want to see us talk about anything in
Yeah.
particular?
If you're listening to this on the podcast, there's a link that where you can click on and you can give us questions or topics or whatnot. And if you're watching us on YouTube, definitely comment. If you're behind the screen, behind the scenes on TikTok, still you can comment, DM us as well. Follow us
So,
on Instagram on Mr. and Mrs. Take Over the World as well.
mhm.
But
Catch us tomorrow night.
yeah, we're gonna have
Same time, same place.
we're gonna be talking
Um,
about soul ties with our
ooh,
cousin.
yes.
Ain't that right, Miss Jessica?
Miss Warren will be
Miss
back with us
Warren,
tomorrow.
she's gonna be a little guest. So now this is not gonna be live on YouTube, guys. This is just gonna be an audio. Um,
We'll probably do
on
a clip it of it
yeah,
on YouTube as a short or something like that or whatever.
just to give you a little teaser. But we actually will be on TikTok as well with it. So if you follow us on TikTok, Mr. and Mrs. Take Over the World,
Tomorrow.
you'll see the behind the scenes thing again. But tomorrow, 9:30, special audio version of um the Soul for Real Talk. So again, you have to follow YouTube and the podcast audio version because there's going to be some videos that's on YouTube podcast that you're not going to be able to hear on the audio, and you're going to hear some audios that you're not going to have a video to. So it is what it is, you know. Girl, what you nervous for? You sat up here and said you wanted to talk about it. What you nervous for,
Just
girl?
having a conversation.
We
That's
just gonna
all.
have a conversation. If so, you good, you good.
Well,
And these grapes like some chewing gum.
ah, my God. Well, until next time, we'll see you guys tomorrow. She said, "Don't be
Yeah, Miss, yeah,
normal."
don't be nervous.
Oh,
Mm.
no, she's amazing.
Yes,
She's
Miss Warren is an amazing chick. I'm so happy to have her as a cousin. Very beautiful. She be showing out, but
yes,
be
girl.
showing out, man.
Yeah.
But guys, for our little tiki talkers,
It's our bedtime.
yep, our baby's going to bed, so we shall catch you guys tomorrow on the ticker talker. Make sure I press the pause button on him last time, man. All right,
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
gave
I ain't
them
in
an
there.
extended
Yeah, I
show.
gave him an extended show. You know that I ain't wanting to. Cause we was dang near almost naked though for a minute, boy. I had to look at it. It's like, ooh, guys, we still know y'all watching on YouTube, but we were just saying I wanted to make sure I took the tiki talkie off first, cause you know tiki talkie, you know, yeah. So,
Oh, we might have got some more viewers.
oh, you got some, yeah. Oh man, them takeover, boy, they spicy. They spicy, spicy.
Mhm.
But until tomorrow, guys. We shall catch y'all later with a little
Hey.
outro. Peace.